Okay, this is the Biyani residence, otherwise known as Blessing in America, and it's on 4705 West 19th Avenue in Kennewick, Washington. And we just want to record what's going on July 4th, Independence Day 2008. There's the flag, and this is the entrance, of course, the front, and the beds. These are by the 19th Avenue or White Avenue, and now we'll be moving closer to the entrance. So this is just a whole plum tree and close-up of a plum. Alright, now the entrance, you can see that we have two vines. It's called honeysuckle, very sweet smelling. It's like jasmine in India, and of course that's the entrance. And so these, when they have a full display about 3 weeks ago. It was a beautiful display of very fragrant flowers, and you can get a close-up maybe of just one small bunch of flowers up there or wherever. But yeah, so this is taken about 3 years to grow this big, and it's just wonderful. It keeps coming back every year. All right, then this is outside Rohit's room. We have a huge arborvitae, and then coming up on the kidney, this is the mimosa tree, which is extremely fragrant. Those flowers are like puff-like flowers in the tree, and that tree is about 8 years old, about as old as a house, which is almost 10 now. And so we have snapdragons, bright orange and white Shasta daisies, and then this beautiful fragrant rose bush, and of course yellow snapdragons, and what else? Irises at the background. Those were done about a month ago, dark purple they were. And then we have dianthus up front here, and they're also kind of done, but they'll be blooming again in a little while. This is the dogwood bush, one of the 3 dogwood bushes which have grown so well and taken up a lot of the yard now almost. Okay, and then this is the other big dogwood bush outside Ram's room, and then that is Ram's window, and another plum tree outside Rahul's room. And then we have a nice chrysanthemum, yellow chrysanthemum, beautiful flowers, but I've been pinching them, deadheading them, waiting for the little bit later on show of display of beautiful color. And then we have these, and I don't know what these yucca plants are, but they're beautiful, beautiful flower stalks, white, and they just last for like 2 or 3 weeks, but it's quite a display. And we have a lilac bush and a beautiful birch tree that's about 8 years old also. Just a very nice perennial kind of flower display. And we planted tomato plants this year in huge cages, and that's just from experience. We realized that we need these big cages to keep the tomato plants in under control. And then we have this nice arborvitae fence at the back. It just shields our property from the extreme winds that we get in this place. Tri-Cities is also a very windy city. Beautiful rose bushes, a row of them at the back of the house. Now we are coming up on this beautiful magnolia tree, a southern magnolia, and if you can get a close-up of that white flower, it's so fragrant, it's amazing, and it's a perennial plant, evergreen. It's a tree, bush, looking right now, but it'll be a big tree, about 15-20 feet tall. More arborvitae, more roses, beautiful roses. In the back porch, we got a nice hibiscus here. We almost missed that, but that's hibiscus which goes back inside once the cold weather begins. But it's in bloom right now. And then we have several roses which are kind of done. The first lot has been done, but there's more expected pretty soon. And then we have this locky plant. As you can see, it's just a small vine right now, just beginning. And then we have brinjal eggplant, called in America, that's what it's called. And then we have some bell peppers there, which is otherwise known as capsicum in India. And then we have more Shasta daisies, and just okay, now we are coming up on the nice bed of raspberries, which, as you can see, we're getting raspberries, a big bowl full every day for Mom and for any of us who want to come out here and just enjoy. And this arbor, which is put up with the help of Anoop, who was here 3, 4 years ago. And this was made by John Ogren, a very dear friend of mine. The arbor was, and he came and installed it for us. It was great, wonderful. And this plant, this actual garden area, vegetable garden area, is taken over by a lot of this coriander, which came up on its own from last year's seeds. And we have tomatoes in among them. We'll be getting rid of all the coriander so we can see as the tomato plants grow big where they go. And then we've got this peas coming up, and that's a crop which is now coming into full bloom and producing. And now we have these, this is cucumbers, and in the background you can see dahlias which are planted in pots, and they'll be in display. And then we have this beautiful bougainvillea plant coming up, and that will go inside, of course. It's only for the summer that we have it outside, so it can enjoy the nice summer warmth and sunshine. Okay, and so so the garden may not look very good right now, the vegetable part, but it'll get there soon. And then we have a zucchini plant. It's a squash, which will, again, it's beginning, and so in another month there'll be zucchini growing in that. And we have a lot of blueberries there, which you can see they are still young bushes, and there'll be beautiful ripe, luscious berries coming up pretty soon. And then we have this is the entrance here to our garage. It's a man door, as we call it. Okay, and we have lilies here, yellow lilies, nice beautiful perennial plant. And the screen, we put up just this year, and we tried this idea. It's beautiful, I think. We got some geraniums planted in there, and that'll give us color in the vertical direction. Okay, we got some bean plants at the bottom of the screen, which I'm hoping will creep up and give us some beans. And we also have, I believe that's jhinga. So it's very young vines, but they'll get there. What else? As we move down this way, this is almost coming to the end of the show. And this is dogwood tree. It was a beautiful pink bloom about a month ago in the early spring. Very, very pretty bloom. The whole tree was full. Okay, going down this way, we have an old English rose, which we still need to deadhead, but it was a beautiful display in this bed here. And we still have a few flowers coming up, and then as I deadhead, there'll be more flowers, obviously, repeating through the whole summer. Beautiful snapdragons here, all bright colors. And in the background there, you can see some dahlias. Those would be beautiful, beautiful flowers in about 4 months. For the next 4 months, I mean. So that's about it. We have of course the rest of the house, and that's what we are showing. And we have a nice oleander bush in a pot there that goes back inside, and if you very fragrant flowers. And of course it's only a tropical plant, but it's lovely. The blooms are very fragrant. So that's what the house is as of today. And there was a hanging basket there at the entrance, which is very pretty because we can put all kinds of different plants in there, and it's again a vertical display of color and beauty. And at the bottom of that is the geraniums, which are extremely nice plants because they last the whole season, right from March through October and even into November sometimes if it doesn't freeze over. And we have some nice beautiful container planting here at the entrance walkway as we get into the house. And as we approach, you can see that we have a nice tall neem tree. That is of course a tropical, called the pharmacy, the village pharmacy in India. And it'll go back inside once the cold weather sets in about 3 months. So that's it for today.